Our objective for today is to recognize homophones and homographs. Let's look at this example. I was bored until I got on my board. How are the words bored and bored similar? How are they different? We call this example as homophones. Homophones have the same pronunciation but different spellings and meanings. Now let's look at the second example. I am content with the content of this book. We call this as homographs. Homographs have the same spelling but different meanings. Homographs are sometimes pronounced differently too. Sometimes you have to use the other words in the sentence to determine which spelling, meaning, and pronunciation of a word to use. Here's another example of homophones. Tail, tail. They have the same pronunciation but different spellings and meanings. A tale is a story. Many animals have tails. Let's start with this activity called Match Homophones. So go ahead, take out any sheet of paper. First off, I want for you to copy all these words. Write down the date on top. The title is Match Homophones. Now copy all these words from 1 to 6 and from A to F. It says draw a line between each pair of homophones. Listen as I read the first word aloud. Wait. Now listen as I read aloud the words in the second column. Dear, poor, wait, see, bear, male. Did you hear another word that sounds like wait? So wait and wait are homophones. Now draw a line between wait and wait on your paper. Make sure you have finished the activity on Match Homophones. Now let's move on to the next activity, Determine Meanings. Circle the correct homophone for each meaning. So instead of copying all of these words and encircling each of your answer, I want for you to write this down on the back of your paper. Copy the title. Number it from 1 to 6. Let's begin. Number 1. Opposite of female. Is it going to be male or male? Male is letters and packages. Male refers to boys and men, so it is the opposite of female. Go ahead, write down this word on your paper. So this is my first answer. Continue for the rest of the pairs. Number 2 would be a body of water. Is it going to be sea or sea? Number 3, a large animal. Bear or bear? 4, having little money. Poor, poor. 5, measured in pounds. Weight, weight. Number 6, an animal with antlers. Deer, deer. Make sure you double check your answers. Our next activity is to match homographs. Write each homograph next to the pair of clues it matches and pronounce it. The choices for your answer would be content, dove, batter, fair. Go ahead, write these on your paper. Then number it from 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for each number, you will need to have 2 answers. Let's try out number 1. What cake is made from blank? The hitter in a baseball game, blank. So I know that before you bake a cake, you have to make the what? The batter. I also know that a hitter in a baseball game is a batter. So I'm going to write these words and pronounce them. Batter. For the next phrase, the answer is the same. Number 2, the past tense of dive, a kind of bird. What would be your answer? Is it gonna be content, dove, or fair? You already have used batter. So write 2 answers for your number 2 on your paper. Number 3, pretty or pleasant, a festival or carnival. Number 4, the information in a book, happy or satisfied.